Hello, this is Donna Floyd with Pearls of Wisdom. And my scripture is found in 2 Timothy 3, 1 through 5, and I'm reading out of the New International Version. But mark this, there will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power, have nothing to do with them. You know, Anne Graham Lotz, and that's, you probably all know, that's Mr. Graham's daughter and Franklin Graham's sister, recently wrote a letter and put it on her blog entitled, "Where is God?" And I'm entitling this thing today, God Judges a Nation. In it, she said, God hides himself. Psalms 32:6 says, "Therefore let everyone who is godly pray to you while you may be found." She believes this may have already begun in America. She goes on to say, our nation is in a mess. I believe with her that America is in a mess. Do you believe that? Why? Could it be because America is losing God's blessings? Could our sin be provoking his judgment? A Roman 1 judgment as God backs out in our national life and turns us over to ourselves. Do you know what Romans 1 says? God will back out and let us do our thing and wipe his hands of us. If you don't know what Romans 1 says, please go read it. She compares America to Judah's rebellion and warns, God warns a nation that judgment is coming. He doesn't want anyone to perish. But if a nation does not heed his warnings, he unleashes his anger, and there is no one, believe me, no one that can prevent it. Her brother, Franklin Graham, advises everyone to look to God and not the politicians for their salvation. What do you think about Miss Lott's warnings? Do you go along with what she says? You know, if God will judge Judah, will he not judge America? Within the last week, there have been numerous earthquakes all over the earth. Just today, earthquakes in northern Colombia, Vanuatu, central California, western Turkey, Japan, eastern Turkey, southwest of Athens, Crete, Greece. That's just to name a few. And those were just within an hour. I didn't sit there and collect the rest of them. Earthquakes happen all the time. We just don't happen to hear about them. Now, volcanoes are starting to start up again. The Lord said that he wouldn't destroy it by a flood, but this time by fire. I believe we are in the final stages of the end times. It is not business as usual, folks. We as Christians need to find ourselves in prayer, fasting, and Bible reading, keeping ourselves so we can hear from the Lord and be ready to do whatever He wants us to do. But you know, we won't be able to hear from Him if we are all caught up in our things. Timothy says a soldier does the things that a soldier does. He's not caught up in the other things around him. We need to hear what the Lord wants us to do and not be caught up in all of the world's activities and just sit in front of the television just all wrapped up in all of the programs. People say, oh, do you know so-and-so? Have you listened to so? I don't know what they're talking about. Thank God I don't know what they're talking about. When Jesus comes, will He find us praying or playing? Thanks for watching Pearls of Wisdom. I'm Donna Floyd.